Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Michelle from Virtual Hand Care, and this video is gonna be a little different than my other videos because in this one, we are celebrating 100K subscribers. I honestly wasn't sure what to do to celebrate this milestone with you, but I thought I would go ahead and do an unboxing of the Silver Award and follow it up with a Q&A. So about 2 weeks ago, I asked what questions you might have for me over on my Instagram stories and also in my community post here on YouTube. And I received a ton of amazing feedback and congratulations, and I try to respond to every comment. So first, let's get into opening up this Silver Award. Let's open this. So they put a little letter in here from the YouTube CEO. It says, just how far have you come? If each of your subscribers were a light year, they could take you from one side of the Milky Way to the other. And they write a lot more information congratulating me. I'm sure you don't want me to read all that, so I will put that off to the side here and get to what you really want to see, which is the Silver Award. Oh my gosh, look at this, you guys. Presented to Virtual Hand Care for passing 100,000 subscribers. Oh my gosh. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all of your wonderful comments. The stories that you have shared with me about how my videos have helped you physically and emotionally is truly the reason why I keep making videos. I am beyond thrilled that this little channel, Virtual Hand Care, is becoming a global resource for hand and arm health. Again, my sincerest gratitude. I really appreciate every one of you. Thank you for helping my channel reach this milestone. And I'm gonna put this pretty little thing right here. All right, now let's get into some of those comments and questions that I received. This is a 100K Q&A after all. And this is a good one to start with. Indian Hemlock asks, did I ever think I would get to 100K? The answer to that is definitely not. When I first started, I had no plans of becoming a YouTuber or making videos. It's still something that I'm trying to get comfortable with, but it is something I absolutely love doing. And while I try not to focus on that 100K number, it does make me think that, hey, maybe 1 million subscribers is possible. All right, another question from Sound Hypno. First, they called me a hand goddess, love that, but also asks, had a trigger finger that healed doing your exercises, yay, although still occasionally will trigger, boo, and not able to snap with it. Any suggestions? So it sounds like it could be your middle finger since you're saying that you can't snap with it. And it sounds like it could possibly be some weakness. So I find that most people stop their exercises a little bit too soon. So I would try to do another round of my exercises for about 3 to 4 more weeks, especially since they seem to help you. And I would especially do exercise number 2 of my top 3 trigger finger exercises. Because exercise number 2 is a strengthening exercise and it specifically works on the FDP tendon, which needs to be strong when you snap. Let's get to another question. Jana over on Instagram had a great question and she asked, what are the top 3 things people can do to support optimal hand and wrist function? So the first thing is exercising your hands and your wrists. Most people will work on exercising or strengthening their biceps or, their lower body, but rarely do people work on their hand strength or their wrist strength. And I'm a big believer that especially as you age, it's necessary to maintain a healthy grip strength. And in fact, there's a lot of research that proves this too. A 10-year study of over 9,000 people showed that weak hand grip strength and muscle weakness are strongly associated with an increased risk of premature mortality in healthy, middle-aged, and older adults. And another study determined that grip strength was a more powerful predictor of cardiovascular health than systolic blood pressure. Bottom line is, For optimal hand and wrist function, don't forget to work on your grip strength, and I have a lot of videos that can help you with that. Now, a second way to support optimal hand and wrist function is joint protection. Joint protection is using your joints in ways that avoid excess stress. This can mean modifying the way you do a daily activity, such as sliding a heavy object across a table instead of picking it up and carrying it. This can also be protecting your joints by using gadgets, such as an electric jar opener or an electric can opener. Joint protection is really thinking smarter and not harder. Keep in mind that using joint protection strategies or gadgets does not mean that you're weak. You are actually reducing the strain to your joints, and you're preserving the health of your joints. And in fact, you probably already do this in other aspects of your life, such as if you can't lift something because it's too heavy, instead of breaking your back, you might implement a joint protection strategy, such as asking for help, or using a utility cart or a dolly, or what I like to call a gadget, to help you do that. It's all about being smart and preventing injuries to your hands too. And my third tip is practicing proper ergonomics. Ergonomics is all about making the environment fit you. And it's not just relevant to work or your desk, it's also relevant to home or outside in the garden. It's really whatever environment that you're working at. But too many times we just move ourselves in kind of awkward positions to accomplish what we need to do to get those activities done. But by moving objects closer to your body, such as your keyboard and mouse, or sliding that heavy pot and pan closer to your body, can help prevent strain and injury, which ultimately supports optimal hand and wrist function. All right, let's go to another question I received for CMC joint pain. Please help. Okay, so fortunately, there is a lot of things you can do for CMC thumb pain. First, I always suggest checking in with a hand doctor so that you can at least get an x-ray, because you want to figure out what is causing that CMC joint pain. It could be arthritis, it could be tendonitis, and sometimes the treatments or the solutions can be a little different. So you definitely want to make sure you get a proper diagnosis. Now, if it is likely due to arthritis, luckily there are so many things that you can do. And so a second tip to manage your thumb arthritis pain is to get your flare-ups under control. And a great way to do that is by stretching and gentle joint mobilizations. And I do show my favorite go-to stretches in my Relieve Thumb Arthritis Pain Instantly video, and my top 3 thumb stretches for thumb arthritis pain, and I will link those here and in the description box below. Now, a third way to get that CMC joint pain under control is with external support, and that can be with a thumb brace or with kinesiology tape. And I show 2 of my favorite thumb arthritis braces in the best thumb arthritis braces video, or you can try one of my taping techniques in my how to tape for thumb pain and arthritis. And finally, a fourth way to help with CMC joint pain is strengthening. This can provide a lot of internal support and stability by working those small muscles that surround your thumb CMC joint. And you can get started on those by checking out my 3 thumb arthritis strengthening exercises. Now, it is there that you'll get a sneak peek of a few of my exercises in my 30-day thumb arthritis training program. This program is designed to stop thumb arthritis pain, prevent future flare-ups, preserve joint health, and boost dynamic stability for optimal thumb use. I'll link more about my 30-day thumb arthritis training program here and in the description below. So you'll definitely want to check that out to help with that CMC joint pain. All right, so I did receive several questions for DeQuervains help, and also mommy's wrist and mommy's thumb, which is also DeQuervains. And actually, I'm working on a video right now where I'm gonna dive a lot deeper into solutions for DeQuervains. So do make sure that you are a subscriber and that you hit that notification bell so you can be notified when that goes live. But for now, there can be several solutions that can help with this very frustrating and painful injury. And so these are splinting, stretching, massaging, strengthening, and using some of those tips I talked about earlier, such as proper ergonomics and joint protection strategies. One quick tip that I want to share about massaging for DeQuervains is that you want to make sure that you're actually massaging farther down into the forearm, more into the musculature, and also actually massaging more in between the radius and ulna, where the muscles of those inflamed tendons are located. You actually want to avoid massaging right at that painful area, right by that wrist and that thumb. If you continue to massage it, this can actually aggravate an already inflamed tendon sheath. And even worse, it can bring on nerve-like symptoms such as burning or tingling sensations. And if you're feeling that, that is likely due to irritation of your dorsal sensory branch of your radial nerve. And that little nerve is very superficial to the skin, and it crosses over that inflamed area. In fact, if you notice that burning sensation, then check out my Help for Forearm Pain with Radial Nerve Glides video. My first radial nerve glide exercise can definitely help calm things down. Another key to finding DeQuervain's pain relief is proper ergonomics, and basically how you use your wrist and thumbs for all your daily activities. If you only massage or only wear a brace, then you are missing out on getting to the cause of your pain. So if you're a mom, this means that you want to make sure that the baby is in front of you when changing diapers or when getting them dressed, if at all possible. You also want to make sure you avoid that thumbs up and wrist deviated position. This repetitive movement of thumb extension and wrist deviation is likely why the pain came on in the first place. So when lifting anything, you want to think more of scooping or using more of a whole hand lift. And these tips are good for anyone, even if you don't have a child. So incorporating modifications and joint protection techniques, such as using two hands to lift a bowl versus a thumbs up and wrist deviated position. Okay, and this final question is a great way to end this video by Donald Kinsella. It says, congratulations, is it true you have your hands insured for $10 million? I'll just say that the monetary value of my hands shall remain a mystery. And let's just say that my hands and your hands are definitely worth their weight in gold. I'll leave it at that. Now, I hope I answered most, if not all, of your questions. If you have more topics or videos that you would like to see on this channel, then comment below to share your ideas. Now, if you found this video helpful, do please give it a like. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button below. Help me reach my next big milestone. Until next time, thanks for watching.